What up? Welcome back, Misfits. It's episode number 7, March 23. You know what time it is? It's your boy Cristo coming at you live.
What's
right
going
next
on,
to
guys?
me. Who is next to me? You know who he is. No
Rocky
introduction
Raccoon.
needed. Does he? Does he need one? I don't think
know,
so.
man.
Well, you should know him by now. You should know both of us.
I would hope so. I would really hope so. So you said March 23.
Baby.
What is that backwards?
30.
23.
23, 3. What's up?
Same thing.
3.
Same thing, man. Same thing.
That's
So what's
great.
today? Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday.
Who out there celebrates Thirsty Thursday? If you do,
Margaritas?
margaritas. Oh man,
Bourbon?
margarita sounds great right now.
Beer.
Yeah,
Beer chugger. Remember my old gamer tag, beer chugger?
Beer chugger. I'm a land shark guy myself, but what's your drink of choice for Thirsty Thursdays?
Throw it in
Water,
the comments.
grape juice, beer,
Grape juice.
whatever. I mean, you
Stay
put it in
hydrated.
there. Stay hydrated. That's what counts, you know.
Hydration.
Hydration. Absolutely. I'm gonna apologize in advance for that echo early in this podcast, but we're getting things together here. You know, we're gonna get there, and I hope you guys just stay strong with us, Misfit Army,
Misfit
all
Army.
the way.
If you're a misfit, you're into it.
And that's it, man. So it's getting warmer out there. First day of spring was Monday.
Yeah, a couple days ago, I believe.
I think so. Yeah, I think I
Sun-
mentioned that to. So I work at a doctor's office, and I mentioned that to one of the patients coming in, and we both kind of looked at each other like, "Damn, it's spring already!" You know, like
Time
holy
flies.
cow!
I think this year is just flying by fast.
It is, man. It's crazy. It is flying by.
The thing is like after that whole COVID thing happened, you know, a lot more things are opening up. So it just
true.
feels like things are just going a lot faster now. You know, it
It is
just feels
very
like
true.
time is just not stopping slow anytime, man.
Yeah, that's true, man.
But I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it, man. You know,
Yeah, I'm so ready for summer, man. I'm ready for four-wheeling, barbecuing,
Ooh,
camping. I mean, we're from Colorado, man. We want to be outside. We want to be inside too sometimes. You know, outside.
Granola bars and hiking is what you're gonna think
Yeah,
when you
crunch-
hear about
Crunchy
Colorado.
granola stuff.
Crunchy granolas.
Crunchy granola stuff. You're gonna talk about saving the whales out here, even though there ain't no whales out here.
Conservationists.
Yeah,
I'm on both sides. You know,
I am. I'm a catch and release kind of guy. You know, when it comes
I'm
to
a shoot
fishing.
to kill and eat, man.
Yeah,
Shoot,
for
kill, and
sure.
eat. I'm not a trophy hunter.
No, me neither. I don't think I have any trophies actually.
The only trophy I have is probably a Patrick Star trophy. Hasn't done much in a while.
Patrick's. I think the one I have is a participation award I got back in
Thanks for
8th
showing
grade.
up, buddy.
Yeah, here you go, man.
Thanks for showing up.
A for
Appreciate
effort.
And the bottom of your report card said, "A pleasure to have in class. Win attends."
When it tends. Yeah, man.
Good times.
Yeah, but like I said, spring's here, but in some areas in Colorado, it really doesn't show that, you know, because Monarch extended their, I don't know, snowboarding, skiing through
Oh,
the
did they?
end of this month. Yeah.
Well, I think it just snowed a couple weeks ago up there too on the high mountains. and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I think you guys can go on, I think it's monarch.gov or monarch.com. They have webcams up there. You can look at the pass and see
Oh, cool.
fresh powder or whatever,
Nice.
and determine if you want to spend the arm and a leg to go snowboarding and skiing for a couple hours. If you're into that, it's fun, but man, it's getting expensive.
Yeah, I mean, talk about the slopes and stuff, dude. I don't know if you heard about that Copper Mountain incident a few days ago, maybe about a week ago now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did about the it was either a 16 and 17-year-old or a 17 and 18-year-old, right?
Well, late teens. We'll say just late teens. I
Yeah,
guess.
late teens. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, what happened?
So they were up there in Copper Mountain. Copper Mountain's like a ski resort.
Yeah. It's one of the best in Colorado, I would say. One of the only ones that comes with like a park, I guess is what you would call it, where you can do jumps and they have a half pipe and stuff like that in there.
Yeah. So that's where the story comes about, is that half pipe. I guess these teenagers were up and about at the park, and they had the pipe sectioned off.
Mhm.
You know, don't go
Oh,
over
they
it.
did. They did have a section off.
So
Okay, yeah.
they had this part sectioned off, and they decided to go around it, and they started to have some fun and stuff. But at the end of the day, they had too much fun, and I guess unfortunately they lost their lives to. The article said blunt force trauma. So what I'm guessing is they probably went down the pipeline a little bit too fast.
A little bit too fast,
hit
yeah.
the ice. Just hit the ice too hard. I mean,
So I was reading that too, and it just makes you think, like, what precautions need to be set in place so it doesn't happen in the future. But I mean, when you really look back, you don't really hear too much about accidents like that at the slopes. It's more so like someone falls off a lift or
Sure.
something like that. But a lot of people mainly heed the like blocked off sections of
Yeah, I think that's
places like that, you know?
and I think that's like a big thing. You see the caution signs, you see the caution symbols, but who knows what happened or what went down or why they decided to do that.
Right.
But
I mean,
that's up to them.
yeah, condolences go out to that family, man. I can only imagine, how hard that is. But, unfortunately, when you're a teen, you think you're invincible. I've been there, and I'm fortunate that I don't have more broken bones than I actually haven't had any broken bones. I probably should for the stuff I've done. I probably should have been in a lot of trouble for the stuff I've done, but I don't think you could say you're a teenager if you're not getting into mischief, right?
True, man. I mean, be big, just express yourself. I mean, that's what being a misfit's about. Being who you want to be, do whatever you want to do, look how you want to look.
Exactly.
No one's gonna judge you. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I mean, even if they do judge you, I mean, who cares what they have to think? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, the way I think about it, as long as you're not getting like in trouble, and what I mean by that is not like a slap on the wrist, ding dong ditching or whatever, doing back in the days. But don't get put in jail, for like...
Just don't cause harm or inflict harm to others. Treat others the way you want to be treated. You know what?
Yeah. I mean, just have fun. That's what I think. You just really, really need to have fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think people are just afraid to express who they want to be and who they are because you'll get judged. You'll get a phone pointing at you for looking a different way or a different hairstyle or the way you look or the way you act. You're always being judged. But at the end of the day, man, when you put your head down on the pillow, there's only one person judging you, and that's yourself.
And that's very true, man.
You wake up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror. If you're happy with the person you are today, then it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you.
That is very true. And the thing is, man, is your thoughts at the end of the day are your thoughts, and your choices and decisions at the end of the day are your choices and decisions. And respectfully, if someone doesn't like that, doesn't really matter, they should still support you in a way.
Yeah.
But if they don't like that, then it's whatever. You don't really have to speak upon it. That you're your own man, they're their own people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and if you're around a group of people or around the same group of people that are just negative and not supporting you on whatever you're doing or your journeys in life, why are you around them?
That's exactly it, man.
Why are you around people who are saying, why are you doing this? Or why you look like that? Or why? It makes me feel uncomfortable when we're together and you look like this or you act like this. It's like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, then, there's more people down the road.
And
you shouldn't have to pick and choose. And, you should be able to pick and choose on who you like and not like, because at the end of the day, it's your life. And surround yourself with good people, man.
Right, exactly. I mean, I got a lot of that when I was in high school because I wasn't your average run-of-the-mill student in high school. I wore black clothes, had long hair, dyed my hair, had piercings anywhere you could name it, nose, tongue, lips, and a lot of people gave me a lot of backlash because of it. They're like, why are you doing that? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Only girls do that.
Sure.
And even teachers, And it's crazy, because things have changed, and that's good. This day and age, a lot of people are about pro-choice, and I think that's good.
I think, a lot of change from we were in school, 2007, 9, 10, you know what I mean?
Yep.
A lot has changed from then. So.
A lot, and and I think about that a lot. It's I only surrounded myself with people that liked me for who I was, my personality as a human being, not by my appearance. But I think things would have went way different if I went through high school like in this era.
Yeah,
I think it would have been a lot different.
Going into high school, that's when like the new phones started coming out. Everyone. I think Twitter just happened. Facebook just happened because we were still in
MySpace,
that whole
was that thing,
Bebo, Instant
That's
Messenger,
true.
still doing that kind of stuff. So us being in high school, it was like we were on the slow verge of like
Big
things
change.
going viral. I think there was Vine. I think Vine was a big thing growing up.
Vine didn't come out until we were out of high school.
Oh, okay. So a little bit. So afterwards, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was easy going to high school, but
no, I hated.
I mean, people probably had a lot more issues going now because, like I said, you have a phone in your hand everywhere. You have security cameras everywhere, so you can't get away with as much stuff as we did back then. Or think about our parents. Our parents, I mean, they had no source of like any kind of
way to get a hold of you at all.
I mean, yeah. Plus, I'd be gone for days.
Yeah.
I think my mom would call me like on the third or fifth day. You okay?
It's off your friend's phone, and you just happen to be with him.
Yeah, but like in our parents' days, man, like that's why like you had mob bosses back then.
Mm-hmm.
You had small like mischief things going on.
Oh yeah.
But that's because no one was saying anything, and you couldn't like physically have video evidence on people doing things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or you wasn't tracked with your location on your phone, or your voice conversations weren't recorded with your phone or anything like that. I think. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how much they keep tabs on you this day and age.
Oh, I was watching a thing on YouTube Short on the phone. There's this guy talking about, or there's this person talking about like, even though if you take the battery out of your phone, they're still recording your.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy cow,
So
dude.
I mean, I was like, geez, man.
No way.
I mean,
It's like
you think it's possible? I mean, it's possible. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it, dude. It's like, have you ever seen the movie Pineapple Express?
Yes.
Where he's like, you got to get rid of your phone. He throws his on the ground. He's like stomping it. And then he grabs the other phone and he just like throws
it at the tree, but he misses the tree.
He's like, what the heck, bro? And he's like, I missed. I'm sorry.
It's like satellites, they're tracking us.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And
though,
then Seth
man.
Rogen's like, that's a good idea. And he does that laugh.
That's pretty good. I feel like out of all people, he and like the close people he works with would put stuff like that in his movies, kind of like as a jab.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like this really is happening. You know, but people
Big
really
brother.
ain't.
The jab to Big Brother.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty wild, man.
That's funny, huh?
Yeah. What's this
That sounds like a pot of gold.
Pot of gold. What's the
Leprechaun.
pot of gold today, man?
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the new Warzone Call of Duty update.
Yeah.
With the rainbow and the pot of gold and all the guns. And
Oh
the
man,
caches.
that's just straight.
That's what that reminds me of.
I don't know if you guys ever tried to go to the end of the rainbow, Call of Duty Warzone in Sheikah Island.
Yes.
It's just straight chaos. I'd advise you not to do it, but the event's over already. So if you did it and you got your stuff, kudos to you.
Did you go down there and get it?
Yeah.
Did you get the one-shot gun, the one-shot rifle?
No. I didn't know that was a thing until after it was
So
over.
remember in Blackout days we used to play, and they would do if you go to the end of the rainbow, they had the treasure chest.
I guess I don't remember that.
No, but
It's been a long
So
time.
me and you were talking about it, right? We seen that article of Call of Duty pop up, and I was like, I bet you they have I bet you if you go to the end of the
Yeah,
rainbow,
you did
I
say
bet you
that,
there's
and I was
something
like,
gonna be
no.
there. And then a couple of days go by, we didn't get on or hop online.
was with
And
your
then
brother?
Benny
Yeah.
was like, hey, did you guys go to the end of the rainbow? There's a whole bunch of stuff there. And I was like, dude, I called it, man. I
That's
called
so
it.
funny,
I called
man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun event though. But if you guys ever want to play some quads with us, you just add my gamer tag Auntie33.
And then you add mine. I am Auntie XC.
Yep.
And then you know what? We got a Twitter account. Remember last episode we put
Oh,
Twitter
yep.
account out? You know?
That is true.
That's called Town Misfits CO. I'll be basically taking control of that channel. I think you do a lot of the YouTube stuff.
Yep.
Your video editing and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
I think I'll take care of that. I'll post and tag articles that like the things we're talking about.
Upcoming events, UFC fights, I would imagine.
Yeah, UFC fights, upcoming events. You know the things that we're talking about on the podcast to give you guys like a visual representation of what we're actually talking about. Articles, links, stuff like that. You know.
And if you guys are interested, I know Christopher here is pretty good at his parlays for UFC. So if you ever are interested of him doing like a parlay prediction, you know, and you want to follow that, let us know. And you know he'll put his top 5 picks, top 6 picks,
Yeah,
and
man.
he's usually pretty much 90% accurate all the time.
I try to get you at least one underdog.
Yeah, I mean
I
he's
try to get
helped
you at
me
least
out
one underdog a fight. You know, I pick that dog. You know?
every time UFC fights come up. I always text my boy, and I'm like, Chris, who am I betting on? Who am I betting on? He's like, this guy's a for sure a win. This guy's not a win. And every time he always gets me a bag.
I like it. I like it because it's funny. You're like, yeah, but he's like a plus 175.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, man, but trust me, you just gotta watch this dog, man.
Yep.
And then talk about UFC. We got UFC 2 this weekend. So what's today? The 23rd, like we said. I think the next UFC fight night is the
25th.
25th. So Saturday.
Saturday.
That's Corey.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's Corey Sandhagen and Cheeto Vera. That's a fight to watch too. But the next UFC card is UFC 287. That's in Miami. That's with Stylebender and Payeta.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Stylebender's gonna try to get his belt back. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I bet you Stylebender takes it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be submission. And it's gonna be under 4 rounds. That's my prediction for that card.
Listen to the man. Listen to the man.
That's your main card. And then your co-main event is Gilbert Burns versus Masvidal. I'm
excited for that one.
You know Masvidal. Masvidal's been in the game since 2007, back in the YouTube video clips with Kimbo Slice and stuff like that.
Badass belt, you know what I mean? Is that what it is? He still hold that?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The BMF belt.
Yeah.
He took that from Nate Diaz. That's the first
Bad
time.
mother belt.
Yeah. And then you got Rob Font versus Yuri Rodriguez. That's another banger too, man. That's something you don't want to miss.
I feel like I haven't heard Rob Font in a while.
Rob Font, yeah. You know, if you're into Panini, UFC Select, or any of that kind of stuff, I pulled a Rob Font card the other day signed.
Yeah.
I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. We also pull a lot of sports cards too. So yeah, let us know if you ever want to see us do some live videos of that.
Yeah, I think you do a lot of sports cards.
Yeah,
I just collect all the UFC cards. You got me into that stuff, so
it's fun, man.
Yeah, you're collecting all that. You know, basketball, baseball, soccer. You know, you do
yeah,
all that kind of
yeah.
stuff. That's cool, man. I see you getting all googly eyed and stuff.
I do, man. Yeah, so
pulling out shimmers and shines, but
always open to trade. So if you guys are looking for a certain player, certain pack, whatever, put it in the comments. I'll see what I got, and I'll DM you. Maybe we can do some business. We'll see.
Heck yeah, man.
Heck yeah, man.
And then I think we talked about the Nuggets of the last game or our last podcast.
Oh, how have they been doing, actually?
They won the other day. But what I wanted to talk about was the Avs. The Avs were on a 4-win streak, and then they just lost to the Penguins the other day.
They actually played tomorrow.
They played the Coyotes.
The Coyotes, yeah. I was actually thinking about going to this one when we're looking up events. I'm pretty sure you saw that on there.
Are they out there?
Yeah, they play tomorrow at 7.
Oh, wow, dude. That'd be something to do.
Right? Only $60 for, nosebleeds.
Yeah,
but
if it's, last minute kind of thing, I think that'd be fun to do.
Yeah, it would be super fun, yeah. Super fun. I've never been to a hockey game before.
I've been to a hockey game. I went to a Gold Kings game. Remember Gold Kings in Colorado Springs? I think they played at the World Arena a long time ago. I think I got a hockey.
That was a minute ago, man.
That was a long time ago. I think I was a kid. I don't even think they're around anymore.
That doesn't ring a bell anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like the Golden Knights. I think that's an actual team, but.
Maybe.
We've had so many amateur sports teams come through Colorado.
Remember Sky Sox? That was like the kind of like the B League for the Rockies.
Yeah, now it's the
not like the B League, but
now it's the Rocky Mountain Vibes.
And that's cool because their
cool.
emblem is marshmallow on fire with some shades on.
2 graham crackers. Yeah,
which we should go. That'd be fun to do.
Dude,
because I think they still do like the $1 beer 25-cent hot dog days, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And
take the family out and stuff.
Kids can run the field on specific days, so definitely something really cool, to look up with your kids because tickets go quick because they're so cheap. Especially certain events, they do fireworks. Just look them up, man. It's definitely worth to take your kids out there, for a cheap date, so to speak.
Family night,
yeah. Family night, yeah,
for sure, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it this year for sure.
Yeah. And then, what are the Switchbacks? Does that ring a bell to you? The soccer game?
Yeah, the amateur, yeah.
Switchbacks, those are out there too.
Because I know we have the Mammoths, Rocky Mountain Mammoths.
That's the hockey.
And I think that's the lacrosse.
No. Is that what they are?
I think so. I
don't know, dude.
Look it up, guys. Let me know.
The Mammoths remind me of like the B League for the hockey game.
I think those are the Switchbacks.
Switchbacks? Right? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Switchbacks, hockey, Rocky Mountain Vibes for the baseball, and I think it's the Mammoths because I didn't even know we had a freaking lacrosse team.
Yep.
In Colorado.
Yep. Lacrosse team.
I played lacrosse.
Soccer team. The soccer team's the.
We got a soccer team.
The Rapids, Colorado Rapids.
Ooh, that's right.
Yo.
I'm not too big into that,
soccer?
but
a goal!
Crazy, man.
I haven't been to a hockey game, NHL hockey game, or a Major League Soccer game. Those are the two I haven't been to.
I haven't been to hockey, soccer, basketball. That's almost all of them. I've been to I've been to a football game That was when I went to the Broncos when they played.
I've been
I
to
don't
a
even
UFC
remember.
event, you know.
Yeah,
I've been there.
yeah, that'd be crazy to go to. That's
Yeah, it
like
would be fun.
modern day gladiators fighting, man. Like if you really think about it, that's what I mean. Dana White's the dude
Dana
that's
White
like
in the
up there.
corner. You see
Like-
Dana White in the corner booth. I'm like, oh my god,
That's crazy.
off with
man.
his head.
I mean, that's true though. It's so brutal. I think. I mean, there is more crazy. I mean, they have a bare knuckle like across seas, right?
They got bare knuckle here.
Do they really?
Yeah, that's going on in the United States, sanctioned in a couple states, and it's actually sanctioned here in Colorado. They got one coming in. I think it's like May or April. You got Mike Perry, Luke Rockhold. You know that'd be pretty fun to watch. Alvarez,
Dude,
all those guys.
that's gotta hurt, man.
Dude, bare knucks to the face, man.
Ugh.
Sheesh.
That's some gladiator stuff
That's
right
like
there.
remember that old school boxing days? You know, they had no gloves on and stuff like
And they're
that.
fighting like this.
They look like they're fighting like an Irishman. Remember
Mhm.
that old Irishman? I'm surprised that dude's still up there on logos and stuff. You know,
Oh yeah,
the fighting Irish.
yeah. That's
It's
iconic,
funny because
man.
that's like It's funny because when you think of an Irishman, what do you think of? A drunken guy fighting.
leprechaun?
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's funny they got that up there. And I'm surprised they still have that as an emblem. I don't know if they still do, but if they do, that's funny because you know they took out all the
You know, now
Washington
that you think about that,
Redskins.
yeah. Now that you say that, that is true.
Blackhawks. I don't think that they're called the Blackhawks anymore.
No, they are.
Are they?
Blackhawks.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, they're still like baseball teams. The Indians are not the Indians anymore. I think they're called just Cleveland baseball team.
Oh,
too.
really?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, and then the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
And then they took the little Indian girl off of the Land O'Lakes butter.
Yeah. In the canoe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Aunt Jemima, no more.
What was the syrup, man?
Huh?
The syrup bottle?
Aunt Jemima. She gone.
Yeah, I miss her,
She
man.
gone.
A lot of people were like keeping the old ones, just refill her.
Oh,
He
I
was like,
know. I've seen that on the
seeing her
phone.
makes me
I've seen
happy.
that on the phone. I've seen that on the phone. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You can't take away my childhood like that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
What's wrong with you?
That's fun. But you know what? In this day and age, bro, the things that we grew up with are not okay.
Dude,
Not today. I mean, there's still some movies you can't even make nowadays, bro.
speaking of things we've been growing up with, and this is something that we've been talking about, something that's really been kind of behind the scenes, but we grew up with this and we heard about it, but really didn't really pay much attention to it or the severity of it. But that is Cotter Mine.
Yeah. Let's talk
Cotter
about it.
Mines, man.
Let's inform the people that are local that are listening to this podcast.
Yeah, so,
that are local to Fremont County at least.
For you guys who don't know what Cotter Mine is, it was a uranium mine that was established in 1958 to mine uranium oxide, also known as yellow cake. Nasty stuff, man. Super, super radioactive. Used it for atomic energy. I mean, this stuff was nasty, man.
And the thing is you said a key point. It's been around since what you said 58, right? I was born in 93, and I'm 30 years old now, and it's like we really didn't talk about the Cotter Mine growing up because it's on the back burner of town. It's kind of over there it's right next door to Shadow Hills Golf Course.
Out there somewhere, yeah.
It's just a little ways from Dawson, and if you're on the one of the sides of Dawson, you're pretty close to it. And then it's on the county road to Oak Creek Grave,
Yeah,
back road to Westcliff. So you really don't see it. I mean, you only see a sign. It says Cotter Uranium Mine.
Yeah, I think
And
that's about
that's
the
all you
only
see.
thing you see.
Yeah, you don't really see the landscape of it because it's kind of buried behind like mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think they had 11 ponds that they were producing in this uranium oxide in it. And out of those 11 ponds, only 3 of them had a lining in it. Like that mattered anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's uranium. You know what I mean?
It's just going to be leaching through anything.
Yeah.
You know?
And the thing was with all those ponds now, I think there was so the reason why we're talking about it is because they just had a community meeting about it, and the community is in outrage. And the thing is like I said, I've been here for 30 years. I really didn't hear about it until you told me about it a couple days ago.
It's nuts,
on
man.
Daily Record now, and the town is just so upset. They're
It
like,
is,
"What is
man.
going on?" We heard that like the contract of the mine is like come to a halt. So they're supposed to clean it up, right?
Yeah, so they hired a company, or a company took over the land in like 2018. And the whole idea about them taking over this land was to clean up the area, so that way it wasn't going to be leaching into
The waste.
the waste, yeah, and into the water source. Because I mean that water source also goes to Denver, I believe.
Yeah, and so to add to, since we're on the topic of that water source, they said that they detected contaminated levels since the 70s in the well waters, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's when it got noticed, because there was I think, yeah, so 1970s is when it got noticed, but I know there was a huge flood, I think around that time or shortly after, and it just literally flooded all those lakes into
Those
like,
leach pads you're talking about,
yeah,
11, you said?
yeah, into like the city.
That's crazy because now you see a footage of all those leach pads just covered in dirt.
Yeah.
And there's like bushes and grass on them and stuff like that. You're like, wow, how did that happen? How many tons do you think of waste is out there?
Oh, dude, I think the last time I looked, there was 5.8 tons.
That's a lot
And
of waste.
yeah, that's a lot of, yeah.
And the thing is they said there was going to come to a halt to the cleaning.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to all that stuff up there that's been happening? It's just all, like you said, all running down. So when it rains and stuff like that,
Yeah, it's
when there's
crazy.
another big flood, it's just going to keep doing that. And the thing is like, I don't understand how in this day and age we're letting things like that happen.
Yeah.
When there's a golf course right there,
Yeah.
you're living in a
Just letting
community
it ride,
down
yeah.
there. And the thing is, it's on top of the mountains, and all that stuff's just coming running down into our wells since the 70s.
And I think what it is that it's just not known well enough, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like the thing that's frustrating about this is that when I read about this is that people were supposed to clean this up, make sure there wasn't leaching into any other water, was supposed to make the land into like a recreational use land, like bikes, whatever.
Yeah,
like
because
a
there was
park.
multiple contracts on this.
Oh yeah,
this
they had
site.
like millions and millions of dollars, and
I think
then
it was like 8 point something, right?
yeah, and then they just came out and said that they were insolvent, meaning that they had no money to put into it. So if that's the case, where did the money go? Nothing changed.
Exactly. Yeah,
Nothing changed
exactly.
at the Cotter Mill.
Nothing.
Even the people, if you look up, I think because they had the meeting at town hall. So if you look at those records, you know, whatever anyone said is
Well, the thing it's
open book, you know.
And the thing is like they were asking a whole bunch of questions, and you know they're waiting because it was on a Zoom meeting, and they were waiting for this guy to show up, and while he was there, while he was waiting for more members to show up, he just logged out and didn't answer anybody's questions.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, that was the guy that logged out when some bigger guy came up and he's like, "This is the reason this is happening." He's like, "You know what? I don't want to hear from you
Just
because
silent.
you're telling me the same thing every time." So I'm done with it. Like literally, what they said is cleanup's been happening since like the 90s, but they say cleanup,
Right.
but what really is cleaning up? Because they said that once the company came back that was supposed to clean up, said that they were out of money. They said we're back to square one. Nothing's changed, and hopefully they say that the water's safe, like the uranium's not leaching into anywhere else. But when I kept reading, it was like back in the day, they were transporting this stuff on the train in an open cart. So that stuff, they said they had to clean up the railroad tracks. It's still over there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the tracks run right straight through it. But to me, it's just like back to you were saying. I didn't know a lot about it, man. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
neither.
hush hush in the community, but it definitely needs to be brought out there because we're gonna have to be the ones dealing with this. I mean, we've been dealing with it, since, like you said, since the early 2000s.
And, I hear about it here and there from the older the older people here, and I always hear like it's because of Cotter water. Don't drink the water here because it's gonna give you GI problems.
Sure.
You know, and I think about that now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. You know, I'm not out there measuring the particles in the water, but still, that's just kind of.
And
the
I'm
proof
just a
is in the-
misfit from
in the
Canyon,
pudding.
bro. So I don't know much, but this is
Yeah.
my community, this is my town, and I just want answers, and I just
Absolutely.
I just don't want to lay down flat about this. So
Yeah, so I mean, I urge all you guys, you know, if you're from any town, small town, whatever, just get involved.
Community.
Just at least know what's happening in your town, and so that way, if you can maybe prevent something, spread the word. I mean, do it because there's a lot of stuff out there that's going on behind closed doors that should probably be put in the spotlight. You know?
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? On that note, no, I think I'm gonna call it, man.
Yeah. But again, check out your local town, man. Look at your news. See what it's about. You know how old your town is, what they're doing in there, and what you can do to possibly make it better, man.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
always
you're
good.
on your phone anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is how you're looking at us. You're on your
Right.
phone. So when you get done watching this, just look up at your local news and see what's going on. Help out the community. Go to your local farmers. You know, things like that. Farmers market. Summertime's coming, so now all those fruits and vegetables
Support
will start
local.
reaching us. So
Support local.
heck yeah, man.
And as always, guys, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you Misfits later.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.